Hello ladies and gentlemen of Clearance Level 1. This video comes to you in two parts. One public that you're watching, and one private that you're not. Please watch the public part first, and then you can watch the private part. Eleanor, you'll be happy to know that I condensed everything onto one post-it. Tyler, Thursday. I have several things to say about your video. First of all, to Anne, was it? About being on Clearance Level 2. I don't know you, but if you wanted, I would be happy to push you into Clearance Level 5, just for you. Tyler, 11 o'clock is so too early. Andrew is absolutely right on that point. We'll get to that point later, during point time. Oh, this is on the subject, which a couple of people have brought up, of drunk people coming home. My illustrious, sublime, unparalleled sister came up with the most ingenious prank. Because you know how a lot of RAs or freshman counselors or whatever you have will post your names onto the doors of your room before you come? Well, while everyone was out partying and up to shenanigans, hijinks, and debauchery, she and a friend took these and switched them around from different rooms, and then watched as the little drunk people came home and didn't know where to come home to. It sounded like a blast. Next, I think I'm going to take a little time every week to, discuss my acting class. So I've decided I really don't like acting classes anymore. I'm just tired of them. I've done enough. I've had my share. And now I'm just not interested. And the worst part is the class is required for a theater studies major and is called Introduction to Performance Concepts, which it isn't. It is an introduction to acting completely. Our textbook for the class is Respect for Acting. And let me tell you, I have a lot of respect for acting, but I also have respect for, like, bus drivers, because I don't know how they do those turns, and the same for the Mazina and truck drivers, and that doesn't mean I want to go out and do it. Anyway, I just think it's annoying that a major that's supposed to be a more general look at theater requires an acting class out of you. And like, it's a prerequisite for most other classes, too, which is the annoying part, because I wouldn't be able to take a directing class or, actually, playwriting's different, but I couldn't take a directing class without taking this. And the section I got placed into conflicts with the intro to playwriting class, so I had no choices in the matter. So that really annoys me. Next, again, we're still on one post-it. Next, my music class. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually really enjoying it. It's really tough. But, strangely, you know how people tend to, like, meet people in seminar classes? Well, that just doesn't happen with this class. Like, everyone sort of gets there. There's one guy, actually, who's really sociable and says hi to everyone and asks them about their weekend every time. But most people just sort of sit there, unless you know someone. And then you just talk to them in loud voices and point out how everyone else is being really quiet by contrast. So next time I go into class, which will be tomorrow, I'm just going to sit there and ask myself, what would Justine do? And hope that it works. I have great faith in this policy, I just don't know if I can, execute it properly. Hello, and welcome to Points Time. Points Time will have different music every time. Also, I'm not going to do the week-by-week thing, because we tend to be sort of inconsistent, to say the least, about when we post videos. So, I'm just going to say what the running totals are, and they're going to be slightly skewed based on the number of videos that have come out. And then at the end, I'm going to give the highlight from Points Awards. Just one, not one per video like I did last time. So, this week, in first place is Eleanor with 74 points. Benjamin is in second with 55. Justine Yes, Justine is in 4th with 26. Tyler is in 3rd with 30, and I say her last because I want to say that 15 of those 30 points came solely from having Andrew in there. Hi, Andrew. That's points time. See you next week. Alright, now that I've watched Eleanor's video, I have some things to say to you too. Slow walkers, oh my god! And packers. I'm not sure what that means. So people who pack up their stuff beforehand. It's like, do they not realize that he's still talking? Are they just unaware? And what bothers me is that some professors will be like, why are you packing up? What are you doing? No, back in line, sheep. But some professors will just be like, now I'm going to talk over you because there's no way I can control everyone in the classroom that seats 500. But you can, because you're the professor, and that's what you do. When you said his room was right next to mine, or me, you just made it sound like that night his room had moved so it was next to me, whereas normally it's actually 6 or 7 doors down. Oh yeah, the thing about acapella group, oh my god, I keep shaking the bloody camera. The thing about acapella groups being nice to the people that they call back, I say this about colleges and universities mostly, but it's also true for acapella groups. Acapella groups have to pick you only once, but you have to pick them twice when you audition, and when they pick you to see if you want to join. The Intergalactic Coalition of Acapella Groups. I'm writing a science fiction plot as we speak. It will hit the shelves by the holiday season. Eleanor Tuesday, you are a genius. And last but not least, I am a vicious liar. There's not going to be a private part to this video. That's the second time I realize now that I've said private part in this video already. There is not going to be a private section of this video. It's just going to be this. That's all for this week. I will see you next Wednesday.